got to travel to the west coast, to Blackpool, to the Play Expo 2023 by Replay Events. Brilliant video games to be had, arcade machines, classic vintage consoles, and a whole assortment of special guests that were there. While there, I also got to explore the city, a place I'd never been before. I've never been to Blackpool, so I got to explore what the city has to offer, and doesn't offer, as well as the brilliant illuminations that everyone talks about, and what on earth is going on with the quality of this hotel. All this and more, come, please join me. Another thing I've noticed about this lift, there's actually a tampon. It's stuffed. So here we are, we're in Blackpool. It is wet, it is dreary. I can see the sea at the end of this street over here. But it looks like an industrial hellhole. I've heard great things about this city. I've heard terrible things about this city, and we're about to go and find out. The first thing I'm going to go and do is drop off this bag at the hotel we're staying at. The hotel we're staying at, oddly enough, is exactly where the event's going to be tomorrow. So, that's easy, that's good. Let's go and get rid of some stuff, and then we'll go and explore. Welcome to Bar Kelly's. Garlands, Heron Foods, Street Angels. Oh, that sounds nice. With a focus on LGBT, my big mug of lesbian tea. My big mug of lesbian tea. Some exquisite modern art. Well, this is a dude. This is a dude, isn't it? What would you call that? Vegas Diner Bar and Grill. Looks like a greasy spin. There's grease all over those windows. I don't think I'm going to eat there. The state of the high street here in Blackpool is exactly what it is in most other cities. Big shops, empty, for sale. Right under what is Blackpool's perhaps biggest tourist attraction, Blackpool Tower, towering above the seafront. Now, just so of course you don't hear this, but let me tell you about this. The sound and the roar coming off the sea here was absolutely deafening, so I can only imagine what it sounded like over the microphone. And of course I don't want you to hear that, so what you are going to hear is my dulcet tones here. They clearly were preparing for an event across the seafront, but I believe it was being called Lightpool as opposed to Blackpool. Now, what I did see under the shadow of the brilliant Blackpool Tower were these unusual street lamps. Now, of course, you know I have a predilection to lamppost porn, unusual lampposts from across the country from my visits wherever I go. But the ones here in Blackpool resemble tentacles. We have tentacle porn here on the streets in Blackpool. And of course, they're big fans, clearly, of Monty Python. Wherever I went throughout the city, there was lots of references to Monty Python. And there's massive display on the ground, all painted up of the pamphlets and the displays of their various shows from when they were here. Souls. Got it. Closed. Open door. Hotel room hunter. 4th floor. 464. Jeez. Is that the wind? That lift, this lift, does not sound in the slightest bit safe. Oh man, it's actually swinging like left to right, I could feel it. There's like, it's swaying as it's going up, it's like it's rocking actually inside the... Oh dear. Whoop. That way. Let's see what our room's like. It's anything like the lift. The first thing I notice is the abundance of bird poo. Well, those house staff are not very good, are they? Look at all that. Well, I've got seafront view, which is quite nice. Not that I can see anything in the dark. It's adequate. It's adequate. It will do the job. What have I got? I've got a double bed. I've got a wardrobe. I've got a bathroom. You know what? Not bad for 30 quid. As we opened the curtains this morning, it was described to me that Blackpool is in fact, once you go past the illuminations, is Innsmouth. And I can see that cold, wet, dreary sense of foreboding out there where the deep ones dwell. Here we have the amazing outdoor Lido, looking, well, I don't know if the birds are drinking out of that. Yeah, I can see why people would say that it is just... yeah. So, I just go for a shower, as you can see, and I go... There's like shampoo provided by these little kind of buttons on the wall that you collect it out of, which is brilliant. But then I explore the cupboards and I explore the table and I go through the drawers here. There's no towels. But I did find hairdryer, so we're going to get a full body dry in today. Another thing I've noticed about this lift, there's actually a tampon just stuffed up there. Someone has stuffed a tampon up the edge of the lift. It's unused, but it's a tampon. Hang on.
If you haven't played Bomberman before, the idea is to basically blow up your opponents using bombs. Nice and simple.
Yeah, different meters telling me what's going on. Okay. What I would like